You know how every time there's a girls trip to Miami, they always say, Miami ain't ready for us? Well, my friends and I took a trip to Miami for my birthday, and we were not ready for Miami at all. So right off the bat, my friend Chelsea was having some stomach issues even before we got to Miami. So she wasn't gonna drive down until the next day, which was okay because all I had planned for us that night was to go see a comedy show. Now, at the comedy club, there was a 2-drink minimum, and that is where trouble started for me. So I may or may not have a reputation of puking anytime I drink from a bucket or a fishbowl. And I knew this, and I tried to be responsible and say no, but when I went to order my drink, she goes, if you get that in a fishbowl, it's cheaper than getting 2 drinks, and then everybody at the table was like, do it, do it, do it. So that's how I ended up with a fishbowl. Now, I was doing fine with the fishbowl until the waitress found out it was my birthday, and she said she was gonna bring me a free shot. And I don't know what the hell was in that shot, but within like 10 seconds of me drinking it, all hell broke loose. Like, you could see on my face, I'm trying to hold it back. It kept trying to come up. I kept trying to swallow it down. But in the end, it defeated me right as the clock struck midnight on my birthday.
Sarah, how are we doing? Oh no! Not good.
So yeah, not my most graceful moment, and the puke also got everywhere. It got in my hair. It got on my dress. I smelled horrific after this. And the worst part, it kept coming back up. You see this smell right here? It's fake. I was fighting for my life trying not to puke again. And the universe was not on my side, because guess who ended up with her face in the toilet of a bowling alley downstairs? Me. But luckily, after puking in the bowling alley, I felt much better, so we all got in the car and went back to our Airbnb. Just for me to start puking again the next morning. Oh my god, I could not keep it together, you guys. Chelsea finally showed up that morning and she brought these like electrolyte powders you mix into your water, and so I started inhaling one of those because I was dying. I also had to take like 3 showers just to get the smell of vomit out of my hair. It was a rough night, you guys.
What was your favorite thing about 32?
You know, wait, 32.
What was your favorite part of 33? Oh, last night?
33 has just been a real winner so far. It's a real grand experience. My favorite thing about 32 was going to Italy for the first time, where I got these sunglasses.
And did you pay extra for them? Because
we don't talk about that. I might have messed up the whole like tax thing. So I ended up paying more than I needed to. But hey, at least we have them. So luckily my stomach did finally start to settle, and thank God, because we were on our way to the Versace mansion, and this is a place I have been trying to eat at for years. I actually had a reservation a couple years ago, but I underestimated Miami's traffic and we were over an hour late and therefore had to miss our reservation. So this time I was like, we are leaving an hour before our reservation. I am not missing it this time. And thankfully this is one of the few things that went right on this trip. We were not late and we were seated pretty quickly. I was also brave and ordered a drink. I got the lychee martini. I wasn't going to at first, but I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna be back here, and I freaking love lychee, so I was like, let me just get it and deal with the consequences later, which thankfully there were none. Now we came for lunch, which is a 3-course meal for only $38. Not bad. I gave my appetizer away to the rest of the girls. I don't even remember what it was, but I ordered the spaghetti for my entree, and then I got the pineapple sherbet for dessert, and because it was my birthday, they put a little candle on it. Now the food was alright, but I'm gonna be real. The real reason I wanted to come to this restaurant was for the pictures and the ambiance. Like, just look at this pool. This is my style completely. Now my friends are always down to dress up in themes, so I had themes for us each day, and this day was Aquarius colors, and I loved how all of our outfits ended up looking together. It looked so pretty against the pool and it just matched so perfectly. Going here was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole trip. Now after Versace Mansion, we went over to the Clevelander, and this is where my friends forced me to get on stage. Just look at me go. I know you are so jealous of my move. It's all about the passion and confidence, okay? And I must have done something right because a couple bought us all shots afterwards. Anyways, we hung out here for a while before heading over to the beach, because you can't go to Miami without going to the beach. Although it was too cold to go in the water and our parking was gonna end soon, so we just took some pictures and left. Then we headed back to the Airbnb, had some dinner, and started getting ready for going
out. Now the theme for this was everybody wears hot pink, and I am the only one that messed up. I did not get hot pink. I have a light pink, but whatever. I'm the birthday girl, so who cares? Now this was supposed to be the night out. This is when we were supposed to go dancing, stay out all night, have a great time. But once again, the universe had other plans for us. So first off, 2 of the girls were not feeling good. I was still being cautious because I just spent the night before puking my guts out, but we still had high hopes. We're like, we're gonna go out to a club. It's gonna be great. And we decided to go to Club 11. But one thing that we did not expect, it's not really a dancing club. It's more of a strip club. And one thing that was hilarious is while we were getting ready, I kept being worried about my dress being too short. I was like, oh my god, you guys, it's so short. What am I gonna do? So when we arrived and saw what kind of club it really was, my friends turned to me and they were like, I think you're gonna be fine with that dress. But yeah, we definitely wanted a dance vibe, and 11 was not a dance vibe. But we paid $60 to get in, so we're like, okay, I guess we'll just hang out for a bit. Now, at one point in the night, I went to the bathroom, and while I was waiting in line for the bathroom, my friend Nikita, who's newly pregnant, just all of a sudden passed out. So my friends Rachel and Chelsea are trying to help her out, while my friend Melissa is running to the bathroom to tell me what happened. But they have like a bouncer at the bathroom line for this club to make sure nobody cuts or anything, so she almost couldn't get to me because they were trying to stop her. She's like, no, I need to tell her something. So she told me what happened, and when I got out of the bathroom, I couldn't find her again, and all of a sudden 2 security guards come up to me. They hold out a phone, and on it is a picture of Nikita sitting in a wheelchair, and they go, is this your friend? And like, thank God Melissa had told me before they showed me that, because if I had just walked out of the bathroom and seen a picture of her in a wheelchair, I would have been like, what is going on? So I said, yeah, and they were like, okay, let's get you back to your friends. So together with the security guards, we're trying to find Melissa, and my pink wardrobe requirements worked in our favor because all we had to do was look for people in hot pink. But it was kind of funny because every single girl that the security guards and I passed that was wearing a hot pink, they would stop, flash a flashlight on her, and they're like, is this her? I was like, no. But we eventually found Melissa, and they took us outside to meet up with the rest of the girls. So we left and went back to the Airbnb. Now the next morning, Chelsea had to leave really early because she had a work meeting, and Rachel was gonna drive Nikita back home so that she could go to the doctor and all that and make sure everything was okay. So what started off as a group of 5 was now down to 2.
Last day. It's been an adventure. Glad to be leaving soon. We were not ready for Miami, let's just say that.
So the only thing I had planned for the last day was going to brunch, and we were going to be meeting our other friend Caitlin there. Now the theme for this day was supposed to be that I wore a colorful rainbow dress and everybody else wore a solid color, so they looked like a rainbow next to me. But that didn't totally pan out since the girls had to leave, so it looked a little more like this. But whatever, we still looked cute, and we went and had brunch at a place called Little Hen. I ate here once before about a year ago and loved it, so I wanted to go back, and they gave me a rose because it was my birthday. Luckily, we didn't have anything too dramatic happen while we were at brunch, aside from seeing a car accident right outside of the restaurant. But hey, it wasn't our car, so we moved along. And once brunch was over, we just went home. We were like, you know what? We've had a lot go on this weekend. Like, let's just go home. I didn't even mention everything that happened, guys. We had so many things happen on this trip. Like, we almost got scammed. The girls thought the Airbnb was haunted. One night we got dropped off at some sketchy, dark lit distribution center, and that may have not been my fault. And the best part is all this chaos happened sober. Like, we had drinks, but nobody ever got, like, drunk. Yes, I know I puked my guts out, but I was not wasted, okay? It was just a shot that my body did not agree with, okay? So yeah, this will definitely be a birthday I will never forget. And I don't think my friends will either, because this was Melissa's voice the next day.
You know what's crazy? This is my voice today. I left my voice in Miami. Did anyone else leave anything?
So yeah, we had a bit of a rough time, but despite everything, I still had fun with my girls. But I'm gonna need a redemption trip where I can go to a regular club and dance and hopefully not puke all over myself in the process. That would be really nice. Anyways, that was my birthday trip. Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh my god, it is so slow today. I haven't had a client in 3 hours. Girl, same. And I've been here since 8 a.m. It's been brutal. Well, thankfully I haven't been here that long, but seriously, time is going by so slow today. I feel like today's never gonna end. Alright everyone, seeing as how we've barely had any clients today, I've decided I'm gonna let somebody go home early. Sarah, why don't you head on out? Me? Yeah, you've been here since 10 a.m., so you've already worked most of your shift anyways. What about me? I've been here since 8 a.m. Your numbers have been pretty low this week. Maybe once you get those product sales up, you can get the benefits of leaving early. But I sell more product than anybody else in the salon, right, Sarah? Evelyn, that's enough.
I've made my decision. Oh my god, this place is a fucking joke. One more word out of your mouth, and I'm writing you up. Anyways, I'll be in my office if anybody needs me. Sarah, you're free to go. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, bye. Bye. Nadine? Oh, Sarah, I thought you left already. I'm on my way out, but I wanted to ask you something before I leave. Yeah, shoot. Is there any way I can get next Saturday off? Let me check the schedule. Okay, so it looks like Evelyn already requested that weekend off, but you know what? Sure. I'll just tell Evelyn her request got denied. Oh, well, if she requested it first, I don't want to. Don't worry about it. She'll get over it. We'll just pretend you called in sick that day so that Evelyn doesn't realize we gave you the day off instead of her. I don't know. You want the day off, don't you? Well, yeah. Then we'll keep this our little secret. What she doesn't know doesn't hurt her. Okay. Thanks. No problem. And there, it's changed in the schedule. And since I already have you here, there's actually something I want to ask you too. Yeah, what is it? How would you feel about being my new assistant manager? Are you serious? Yep, and I think you're the perfect candidate for it. I didn't even know you were looking for an assistant manager. Yeah, I was gonna give it to Christy, but between you and me, I don't think she's cut out for it. Honestly, I don't really know if I'm assistant and manager material either. Oh, sure you are. Besides, I'm the one that's still gonna be doing all the hard stuff. You're just gonna help me with the things I don't have time to get to. It's gonna be an easy job, honestly, and it comes with a nice salary bump and a flexible schedule, so what do you say? I guess I'm in. Perfect. I'll start getting all the paperwork ready. Thank you so much, Nadine. This is awesome. Well, you deserve it. By the way, I realized I never got Chad's information from you, and my neck has really been bothering me. Do you think you could give me his number so that I can make an appointment? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll text it to you in a minute. Thanks a bunch. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Okay, bye. Ooh, looks like Evelyn already... So it looks like Evelyn already... How would you feel about being my assistant? My neck has really been bothering lately. Wait,